Hey, hey, hey! So welcome to Sponge and Stamp Live. I am so excited to be here and mostly excited to share with you guys something that I hope that you find useful and helpful and that you will be inspired. So if you're watching the replay on YouTube, thank you so very much. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I hope that you do so. And also, please give me that thumbs up. And I love to hear from everybody. So if you could comment, that would be great. Same with the Facebook Live tonight. Give me those likes and comments and all those, because it really does help me. I don't understand how all that works, but it does help. And I appreciate that. So just a couple of things to go over real quick tonight. Tomorrow is the last day for the paper sale. Designer Series paper is on sale. You save 15% off on select papers, and I believe the only ones that aren't on sale are your in colors and then the core color thing. I don't know where my catalog is. It was right here. I was going to show you, but those are the only ones that are not on sale. Everything else is on sale. And then also the starter kit special ends tomorrow as well, and that is you get to choose $155 worth of product for only $99. So that is a great deal. Shipping is free, so that's a huge savings in itself. And there's no obligations or no commitments whatsoever to like if you decide that it's a no-go for you, then there's no penalties. If you choose to stay active, there is a qualifying sales that you have to do every quarter. If you're interested in it, just contact me. I'd love to help you out. And I'd love for you to join my team too. So Paper Pumpkin, here's a sneak peek at it. I'm super excited about it this month. I can't wait. Subscribe by July 10th to make sure that you get July's Paper Pumpkin. I think I might have said this month, but it's next month. It's July. It's going to be super, super fun. And then also, here's a sneak peek of the online exclusives that will be coming July 6th. Will be available to you. It is, wow, my screen, we're real close. Maybe I should try to pull this up just a little tiny bit. These are just sneak peeks about what will be coming. There is some Christmas, so there'll be some Christmas in July. There's a beautiful stamp set and bundle right here. Timeless charm bundle, which is going to be very, very beautiful. Adhesives and all kinds of paper. I've seen some of the paper is absolutely beautiful. I think you're going to love it. Okay, so that is that. Let me get out of the way. So let me show you. That's not the card I want to show you. This is the card I want to show you right now. So this is a card that we're going to recreate, but this was not the card that I wanted to show you first, and I don't know what I did with it. Well, that just stinks, because I did it so that I could show you a simple way, and then this is the stepped up version, and I don't know what I did with it. Well, anyway, it was doing the designer strips going diagonally, but it didn't have cardstock strips with it. And so what did I do with it? It just up and disappeared. It walked away. I tell you, things on my desk seem to disappear all the time. I was going to show it to you. It's super, super cute. And it's just an easy way to use your Designer Series paper. But I'll show you. So anyway, so this is a card that we're going to do. One of them. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here, and I've already got everything together here of what we're going to use. So I've already done some of them just to kind of savor. It would take me forever to do them live. But I've just did strips of Designer Series paper, because you know you always have strips. And a lot of times we just throw them away. Well, don't throw them away, because you can use them and you can make some really cool things with them. So these are all the ones that I already adhered together. There's a couple of them that I didn't. Not sure what I did with the paper, but I think, oh, that goes there. All right, so all I did, these are 1/2 inch wide strips of designer series paper, and then what are these? I think these are 3/4 of an inch. Oops, we're not metric. Yeah, these are, no, I'm sorry, these are my eyes are blurry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch is what it is, and these are 1/2 an inch. And then we're just going to glue these on here. So when you jump on, say hello and where you're from, so I can say hi back, and so I can know where you're at. Okay, so we're just going to, I always get out of the picture too. I'm horrible at that. And I want to bring my silicone mat over, or I'm going to stick to everything that I don't want to stick to. And I'm just going to line this up just like so. And that piece is ready to put on our card. And then we're going to do the same thing here. So I'm just using a little bit of Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, and Misty Moonlight cardstock on this. And the paper that I'm using is Countryside in Designer Series paper. And it is on sale for 15% off. It's gorgeous paper. I've been using it a lot. Mostly because it's the only paper I have right now. Hey, Linda! And but it is beautiful, don't get me wrong. So then I have this is Balmy Blue. I use the designer tags dies to cut that out with. Oh, I just dropped a piece. These, I love these, and I was so sad because I thought they were retiring. At first I didn't think they were retiring, and then I thought they were, and then I realized that they're on the online only is where you can find these. They are not in the new annual catalog, but you can find them online. So these are the designer tags. This is the one that I used to cut that out, but they've got really cool little tags on here that you can use. Sentiment tags and butterflies and little sprigs. This piece right here is really cool because you can use this on this die to make it a tag. So it's a tag with a hole in it. So that's really cool. I really love them. And then this, I've used this quite a bit too. I love that. It just cuts out that rose and it's gorgeous. And then I die cut using Calypso Coral cardstock. I saw it somewhere. I don't know where it went. For a butterfly, I die cut that for our card too. So let's see here. I am so out of practice, you guys, with going live that it's kind of wonky for me right now. All right, I know it went somewhere. I don't know where it went. You guys saw it, right? Maybe. Hey, Chris. I'm glad you made it on here. Did I put it in here, maybe? Did it stick to the back of this? What did I do with it? Well, if I can't find it, we may not use it because I don't know if I want to cut another one out. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Oh, shoot. Well, did it? I don't want to fool around too much and look for it, but I know I just saw it. I don't know what I did with it. I'm telling you, the card that I wanted to show you guys disappeared, and now this disappeared, and I just saw it. All right, let's move on. So then I have a piece here. I think it's, yeah. This is 2.5 by 2 1/4 inch, and then we have this that we're going to put our strips of designer series paper on. Hey, Lynette. And this is, I don't remember what it is, and I didn't write it down. Shame on me, right? This is 4 by 5 1/4. So, and then we have our card base, which is thick white, basic white cardstock. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we're just going to go ahead and fold that in half. I'm going to use my bone folder to give it a nice crisp fold, and we're going to put that aside because we don't need that right now. I am going to bring in my silicone paper. There it is. Look. How long was it sitting there? I bet it was underneath this blue dye. I bet it was. I knew I had it. I knew I wasn't crazy. I tell you guys, I'm really not crazy. It may seem like it sometimes, but I'm really not. All right, so now I have to figure out where I wanted these to go and how I wanted them to start. But I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start with this one, and I'm just gonna put this right up to the very tip of the corner, just like so. And how I'm gonna do it is I'm just gonna use my liquid glue. Of course, it is my favorite to use. And I'm using this because I have wiggle room for one. Because if you guys have been with me, you guys know that I don't do things straight, right? Everything is crooked. Everything is just crooked. Okay, so then I'm going to come in and I'm going to use this one right here, and we're going to place this one right here. When you do this, no, this isn't the one. When you do this, you want to make sure that you hang off the edge, that all of your white is covered when you're laying this down. I hope that that made sense. So you don't want any white to show. If it does, if something ends up being too short or you didn't catch it, it's okay because you can trim it off. You can use your paper snips to trim it off, or you can use your trimmer to trim it too. Trim your card down, which is what I would do, so that aw, I miss doing them, Lynette. Lynette says she misses my lives. I miss doing them. So let's see here. I am going to put some glue there. And then I'm going to lay that down right across there, like so. So you see, this is pretty easy. Now, the other card that I wanted to show you that I have no idea where it went to, and I'll find it right after the live is over. I'm just going to turn this around real quick just so that you can see. All you do, instead of having your, I'm trying to find a 1/2 inch piece of paper here. That's not a 1/2 inch. And of course, it doesn't have to be 1/2 inch. It could be any width that you have. Because and I'm going to show you another card too that shows that. But all you do is you just use that without your, you would just put it along without the cardstock. I'll get it out here in a minute. So, but I thought to step it up a little bit, we would do the cardstock too, strips along with it, just to step it up just a notch or two. Make it look a little bit more fancy. So I'm going to turn this back around, and then we're going to do this one, and we're going to put that on there. So I think this is a fun way to really just use up your cardstock, so that not your cardstock, your designer series paper. And you know, a lot of times with our cardstock we have little strips left over too, so I never throw mine away. So you have those all ready to use, and it's so much fun just to do it. So let's see here, to do this, and you have even less waste. So you know, you're using just about everything that you have, so it's really cool. Hey Rhonda, so glad to see you on here. So just like so. And then let's see what other color. So all I'm doing is just doing them in a pattern. So I started with the stripe, and then I have this pattern, that pattern, this pattern, then the stripe. Now it's back to this again. So that's all I'm doing. And oh, see there, I didn't quite get to the edge here. So hopefully I still have a little bit of wiggle room. Nope. But I think it's close enough where it'll be okay. And if it's not, then I'll just show you how to fix that. So it's not a big deal at all. A little too much glue there. And then we're just going to line this up. Make sure that it goes over the edge, which it does not. So here we go. There we go. And butt it up right up there. And it just does go. Woo-wee. That's a close one. I can come a little more. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right. And then what's next? We have that one, then this one. We got the little foxes on here. So aren't they cute? I love this paper. It's got rabbits and foxes and birds and flowers and stripes, all kinds of stuff. And that time I put the glue right on my paper. Oh, that's okay. You can do it any way that you want to, any way that works for you. I'm going to do that one, and then we're going to do this one again. We're getting down to the end. And I hope I made enough strips. If I didn't, we can always make more. That is okay. I'm glad you made it. So how was your vacay that you went on, your little mini vacay? And then we're gonna do this one. So you guys, what has been happening? Anything going on? Like, I can tell you with me, I got a funny story. Well, actually, it's really not funny. It's kind of aggravating. But I don't know. Have you guys been having, still recovering? I know, right? Vacations are supposed to be fun. Oh, that doesn't quite cover that. Oh, so we are going to do a little trimming. Hi, Roseanne. So glad you made it. So let's see here. We have got, I lost track of what I was talking about. Oh, the flies this year. Who all is having issues with flies? Because I'm telling you that at my house, and I do not know why, but it's like the attack of the killer flies. And every time a door is opened, they're flying in. And we are running around here with fly swatters. My husband wants to get some fly tape, but I can't stand that stuff. So, but we might have to, because the flies, they're horrendous. I'm going to put this aside just for a minute, just to let this glue dry before we try to cut it. And then I'm going to show you how to trim that up. Yes, I know, Linda, they're horrible. Who else is having killer flies? I mean, so what I'm doing here is I'm just using another way that you can use your tag dies to just kind of change it up a little bit. So, because I don't really need the holes, because I'm not using ribbon in this card. Now, if you were using ribbon, you might want to keep that, but I'm not. So I'm just going to try to line that up in there the best that I can. And I'm just going to trim that off, and hopefully I got that right where I wanted it to, which is pretty close. It's good enough. Okay, so yeah, the flies they're just horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. And I think my blade is starting to get dull. It won't work going one way. It like really frays, and now it's starting to fray on the other week. For 2 weeks every summer, our pool is full of flying. Ours too. It's like, where are they coming from? And the algae, oh my gosh, algae is everywhere. It's everywhere at our house. We have pressure washed. We've done, I don't know what it is with this summer. It's been terrible, 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 terrible. All right, so all I did was I took my paper snips and kind of cleaned the edge up a little bit. So that's all ready to go. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment on our little piece of basic white cardstock, which is 2.5 by 2 1/4. I'm going to use Misty Moonlight. I wanted to use Balmy Blue, but I thought when I did my other card, it kind of blended in a lot. And it just didn't really pop like I wanted it to. So yeah, so we're not using it. We're going to use Misty Moonlight. So this is the sentiment from Lasting Joy. This is such a fun sentiment. a fun stamp set, I mean. And this stamp set coordinates really great with the Countryside in Designer Series paper. It is awesome. So let's see here. Sentiment. So we're using the sentiment, may the years ahead be filled with lasting joy. So I think that that could be a good sentiment for a couple of different types of cards. It could be for a wedding. It could be even, you could even use it for a birthday, really. I mean, because you say happy birthday to somebody and you want them to have many, many more happy years. So you could use it for birthday. I cannot get right on top of this, so I don't know if I have it right where I want it to be or not. So if it's not completely centered and straight, y'all just forgive me, okay? All right, so there we go. So there's our sentiment, and we're just gonna glue that down to our little layer here of balmy blue. And I'm just gonna put it right in here. Do you know what else you could use that would be really great with this? And I don't remember the name of them. And you know what? I think I know where I did put my catalog. Let me see here. You guys, if you hear a big loud holler and a thump, it's me. I fell out of my chair. My chair broke. So I'm kind of limping through right now. I tell you, it's been pitiful. Flies, everything, just, broken chairs. Okay, let's see. The Nested Essentials. Now, you might not, I don't know if you'll fit on this or not, so, and I don't have them to try it out, but you might be able to get away with using those on here, and those have the rounded corners, so it would make the corners rounded, so it would look even that much better. Or if you have a corner round punch, you could use that too, and that would be really great. And I'm japping away, and I didn't get this on here straight, but that's okay. All right, let's come back to this. So what we're gonna do is we are going to bring in our trimmer. Hopefully my trimmer will make it through this. We're just gonna trim this up. Where is that piece? It's right here, doggone it. I was just a teeny bit short. And it's gonna be kind of difficult to see where I'm at. So hopefully everything is gonna be straight. So I'm just closing my eyes and I'm just gonna give that a whack or a slice. And it didn't go all the way through. My trimmer's not gonna make it for us tonight, I don't think. There we go. I can clean that up a little with some scissors. And I forgot to put blades on my order too. So, I don't know. I tell you. Okay, so I am just going to do the same thing here. Try to see where I'm cutting this. I don't think I got that straight at all, but we'll go with it. See how it's, yeah, this is not working right for me tonight. That's okay. It's live, right? So everything that could possibly not work right won't work right, but that's okay. We'll get through this. All right, so now I'm gonna trim this one. And it could be because my glue is still a little wet too. That might make a little bit of difference. See how it's sticking? I might have to take some alcohol and clean my blade and clean all that stuff. All right, so now we're gonna trim this one down, just like so. There we go. So it might be a little wonky, but it'll be all right. Okay. Clean my mess. I don't need my silicone mat anymore. So now what are we gonna do? All right, so now we need to put this, glue this down on here like so. And you can glue this or you can pop it up. But since I'm gonna pop this up and this is probably gonna go through the mail, I'm not gonna pop it up twice. But only because I don't want to pay for the extra postage. But There's some things I do pay for extra postage on though, because it's just too darn cute not to. So there we go. We got that. Then we're gonna pop this up, and where are they? They're right here. So I'm just gonna use my dimensionals, and we are gonna put one there. Oh, the backing came off. There we go. There. There and there. There and there. And I probably got way more than I need, but I don't like it when it goes through the mail and then your center sags. Oh, thanks, Rhonda. Yeah, I make mistakes all the time. And if you watch me enough on live, you will see that every live, wow, that dimensional, the backing flipped over and then stuck on the non-removable side. Did that, it wouldn't come off. Okay. So I'm just gonna take these off. I could use my take your pick tool and it would probably come off faster, and then I can just pinch them off of there and throw them right in the trash can instead of on the floor. So, oh, you know what I forgot? And it's not in here. This card here, I put a band across there, and I bet I used it for another card that I made, and I don't see it. I don't see it. So I did. I used it for something else. Let me see if I have a piece of Knight of Navy cardstock. Hold on just one second. Let me run over here. We'll just use this right here. It's a card base, but it'll be all right. Whoa, I almost went over. Okay, so I hope you guys are laughing at me because I'm laughing at myself. All right. Yes, absolutely. You can use any designer series paper colors. You can do anything with them, and it would be absolutely gorgeous. And I wish that I did not adhere that down because I know that my measurement isn't where I want it to be. So, let me see here. Let me see. Well, it's still pretty close to 4, so we're gonna put it right at 4. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so that's gonna go on here. We're just gonna use a little bit of this liquid glue to put this down. I'm really heavy on the liquid glue today too. I don't know what's going on. All right, there we go. Now we're gonna put our, you guys won't believe this. Maybe you will. Here it is. Okay, we are just gonna stick that right on the center here, just like so. And then the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put our little butterfly. I'm gonna bend it at the wings here, just like so. Even though when it goes through the mail, it'll get smushed, but that's okay. It will look good for tonight, right? So we're gonna take a little piece of dimensional here. See if that will fit right here without showing. Well, it's gonna show a little bit. We're gonna trim it. All right, there we go. That's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna be so picky. And then we're just gonna put a little pop of color on here. And then what we can do is we can take these beautiful iridescent rhinestones. Have you guys seen these? They're absolutely gorgeous. The catalog does not do them justice, and neither does the camera, but they are so, so pretty. We are gonna use those too. So I'm gonna take my Take Your Pick tool. I'm gonna, ooh, it's all boogered up there. See if I can get some out of here. It might be empty. Might be time to reorder. It's coming out slowly. All right, we're gonna take these little ones and I'm gonna put 2 of them on there. And what I like about these is they change color to whatever is underneath them. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but in that, whoops, let me come down here some more. So, so pretty. I love it. All right, so that's that card. That's a great, so here's our original. I just added the butterfly to it to kind of step it up even more. And yeah, I think that turned out really cute, and that's a fun way to use your designer series scraps. Okay, so I have another one to show you, and then I'm going to show you 2 samples. Okay, so we've got this one. I didn't do a sample for, so we're just going to do this by the seat of our pants, and hopefully I can remember how I had it arranged. So we're going to use, this is Flirty Flamingo. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and folded, and we're going to give that a nice little burnishing. And then we've got a piece of basic white cardstock that is, this is probably, I'm gonna guess and say it's 4 by 5 1/4, I think. Yeah, it is. Okay, and then here's our designer series paper. I'm missing one. I'm missing a couple. Uh-oh. What did I do with them? They fell out. Here's one. So we're gonna use, so these are, okay, so this one I know was one that was left over from my class. So I didn't want that to go to waste. So we're gonna use that. I'm gonna use the other side of it. It's got a little bit of, okay, so we're gonna put that right there. This one I know we're gonna have to do a little trimming too, but this one I believe we're gonna be able to trim it. See, there's the birds. Isn't that so beautiful? Okay, so that will fit just like that. So it doesn't matter what size. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you guys like that. It doesn't matter what size of scraps you have. You can trim them down. You can use different sizes. You can put them any different way you want to. You can even put them like this, and then you can pull this in here like that, and then you can put a skinnier one across down the bottom of it. So you could put, like, say that, or that side. No, that, then you won't want 2 stripes, but like that, and then you can trim whatever overhangs on it. So it's endless of all the stuff that you can do with this. And I know that I was using 2 littler ones, but I, for the life of me, here they are. They fell out of my envelope. This, I know I was using this one, so I thought I would bring this one in, and I might even been wanting to use that one. That side, no, I wanted to separate them because I didn't want the two, this wasn't the one I had another one, because this got some ink on it. But that's okay, because we're going to put it like right here. So you always want to play with it and kind of sort of arrange it in your head so that you know that what you have will fit. So then let's see if this one, nope, that one will not fit. We can use, well, I know this is one I wanted to use, but I don't see it. See, like, this is a scrap here too, so you can do whatever works for you, whatever you like. So just let your personality come out in your cards. Just personality away. So I'm going to cut this at, I think we said that was 4 inches, right? So I'm going to cut that just a little over 4 inches just to make sure. And then we can we can trim off if we need to. It's not a big deal. And I think I'm gonna go I'm gonna go over a little over an inch. I think it's probably about an inch, but that's what we're gonna do. All right. So see, just out of that half of that little piece there, we have 2 more pieces that we could use for another card. Plus this, and you have both sides. So it's really, really cool. I love doing this. Okay, so I'm gonna start going ahead and adhering these down because I think I kind of sort of got an idea of what I'm gonna do. So, and if I have to, we'll just do some trimming and some more cutting. It's okay. So, because this is the fun part, I think. It makes it really fun. So we're just gonna slide that up there like so. And then I'm gonna use this to kind of separate it. So I need my silicone mat again because I know I'm gonna get glue. If you guys can tell, I'm a messy stamper anyway by the looks of my desk here. But it is, no matter how hard I try to keep it clean, it never ever happens. I'm so glad you guys like these ideas. They're really a lot of fun. It really, really is. I did not get enough adhesive over here. Oops, that's okay. I want a little bit more right here. Glue. Right there. I think that is a little bit more right here. All right, there we go. And then we're just gonna do that. I keep coming out of the camera, you guys. I am so sorry. Let me see if I can't turn that just a little bit. And the camera's crooked too, but I'm just not gonna worry about it. All right, so then what do we have? That wasn't the one. Ooh, that was the one. This was the one. We had that, and we're gonna trim off. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna trim off. We're gonna trim off this one. We're just gonna trim it off at the bottom. So that will work just fine. My little frayed. There we go. All right, so we're gonna put some glue on here. Just like so. You can use either side of your designer series paper that you want to use, and like I said, you can use any patterns, any paper that you have, and it will just be really cool. This card I just don't want to be quite as busy as our other one, so this one I'm using the less busy side, and we're just going to line that up just like so. All right, so this one I think will be cool just to take our scissors here, if I can see what I'm doing. Well, let me see, do I have, no, my bigger ones are not over here. I can't see. I don't know if this is a card that I would want to make multiples of, so I will save all these because I can use these. This one, probably not, so I'm just going to throw that one away, and these I'll save. This I won't. Okay, now we need our card base, which was the Flirty Flamingo, and I thought that that would be really cool to put blue on pink, so you don't have to, oh, that didn't get lined up as well. Well, let me see here. Kind of was busy talking and that one went over. It's all right. It's going to be okay. So you'll see a little, no, that's going to bug me. Let's bring in the trimmer. And I'm just going to trim just a teeny bit, teeny, tiniest bit off of that. Just to, I didn't like seeing the white. All right, there we go. And I got a little glue on there, but that's no worries either because I can take my glue eraser. We don't sell these anymore, but you can get them, I think, at the Dollar Tree, Amazon, stuff like that. These are really handy to have if you guys don't have one. All right, so then I'm just going to put this glue on there like so. Out of curiosity, what is you guys' favorite glue of choice? Do you prefer a tape runner? Do you prefer liquid glue, glue sticks? All right, so, oops. I tell you, see, I wasn't paying attention. Let's try this again. Boy, tonight would make a good blooper one. It's on there straight enough. Okay, so now we're going to take our circle. This I punched from the 2-inch circle punch, which is available online. It is not in the catalog, but you can get it online. Yes, tape runner is less dry time. And I do like it, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to stamp my little flower, and this is out of the Lasting Joy stamp set. Right here, we're going to use this flower, and we're going to use this little leafy stem thing and this little flower right here. So I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo, but I just don't have wiggle room. It doesn't, yeah, I like my wiggle room. Yes, that's what I need, Chrissy. Definitely. All right, so that is the Flirty Flamingo, and I'm not done with it. So let me move. Nope, that's my sentiment. Don't throw that away. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to bring in my old olive, and we are going to stamp on here some little sprigs, and I'm guessing. I probably should not be guessing, but I'm guessing. Ooh, I didn't leave room for, okay, I'm not gonna do that. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna fussy cut that. So I already did that, and then I took that little flower here and I stamped it off in the Flirty Flamingo, and then I stamped off so that it would just be a little bit lighter. You could use another color if you wanted to. You could do whatever you want to, really. And then I'm just going to stick this one right here. And I don't really need anything on the bottom because I'm going to put a sentiment across that. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to get a piece of computer paper here. It just went flying. Yeah. Oh, I tell you, I've been doing this for almost 10 years. No, I've been stamping for 11 years. This will make my 9th year as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm going to stamp that off, and then I'm going to come in just a little bit lower, right about there, so it's a little lighter. You guys will see the reason to my method of my madness, which I know I didn't say that right, but you guys know what I mean, right? Then I'm going to take my little flower. I inked it up in Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just going to do a little stamping with it, just like that. So isn't that super cute? And then this is going to go right in the center, just like so. All right, now I'm going to glue this down. You could pop your little flower up if you wanted to use a flower, because you can use any stamp set. If you want to put a critter would be really cute too on this. It would be really super cute. Flowers, whatever you would like to put on it really would be. But then again, sometimes I don't need as much wiggle room. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in this little strip here, and I don't know, this is what, probably a little over a quarter or right at a quarter? No, it's almost a half. It is 3/8 of an inch wide. And then I have a sentiment that I wanted to use, which is Thinking of You is what I'm going to put across there. I think it's from this one. Yep, right here. Thinking of You from the Lasting Joy. I just don't know where it is. Here it is. And I'm going to do that in the Flirty Flamingo also. Or yeah, I'm gonna do it in Flirty. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna do it in Misty Moonlight. Let's do it in Misty Moonlight because we have a little Misty Moonlight in our paper and we have a lot of Flirty Flamingo going on that. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna try to stamp this straight. Okay, I might have to pull it down a little close to me, guys. Hope you're okay with that. Trying to get this straight because as much as straight, the better chance I have. All right. Oh, you know what? I did do that wrong. I didn't want to glue that down. The flower. I did want to pop that up. I think I just stamped this really crooked. I did. You know what? I'm going to go with it. All right. It'll be all right. You guys think it'll be all right? Because I wanted this. Oh, it's still a little. Oh, that don't normally happen. No, I want it to go across like this. That's what I wanted. All right. So we're going to flip this over. I'm just smoothing out. Sometimes in the paper trimmers you get like a little edge. So I'm just flattening that out. So that's double-sided. So I can use either side. So when I mess up, all I have to do is just flip it over. Okay, I want to put that more in the center. And I may have my head in the camera. I don't know. I'm just going to try really hard here because I am looking at this at such an angle. Okay, so then we're going to trim this. You can trim it any way you want to. You can do like a diagonal trim like that. You can flag it. You can do whatever you want to do. I think for this card, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a flag. So all you do to do that is you just cut up the middle and then go from each side in to the center point. Just hope I made sense. So you come, let me trim that just a little bit more. So you come in the center like so, and then you come from the side to the center, just like so. And sometimes they're even and sometimes they're not. Okay. All right, I'm gonna close this up before we have a disaster because that is bound to happen. And then we're gonna come in and I'm gonna put this right here and this is gonna go right there. All right, so we're gonna pop this up. You can put a band across there, like we could put maybe a Flirty Flamingo, but I'm gonna use this as my band. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some dimensionals on here. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It is so much fun and I'm so happy to see all of you guys on here. We're gonna put that right about there. And then I'm gonna put a little glue right across here, just like so. And then that is gonna go just like that. Try to get that as straight and centered as I can. All right. So there we go. There is another sample of how to use your designer series paper. Okay, so, or your scraps. So here's another one that's similar to that one. I just used both sides of the designer series paper and they're different widths too. There's some 1/2 inch, I think there's an inch, probably 1/4 of an inch there. So it's all just different sizes. And then I use the Circle Sayings bundle for the sentiment. I use the 2 3/8 inch punch, circle punch. And let me show you. So right here's this is such a cute stamp set as well. So I use the Sending You A, and then I use Smile and Today. So Sending You a Smile Today. And then I stamp those little cute little flower from Lasting Joy right along there. And then I put some of those iridescent rhinestones in there. And just to give it a little bling bling. You can always add ribbon if you want to. You can dress up your cards any way you want to. and make them so fancy. Now I'm going to show you this one. This one got a little messed up. This was in my class. This was a class card that we did. And it got a little ink on it from class, but it is okay. So this, I specifically cut these down, but this is a good example. See, there is one of those killer flies. It is flying around me. So, but you can do this with your scraps as well. So I thought it would be a really cute sample to show you. So we just use that designer series paper in there. And I think this is like an inch, and then those are 1/2 inches. So really, don't throw your scraps away. Use your scraps because you can really make some cute cards. So let's go ahead. I really wished I could find the one where we just did the diagonal without the designer series paper. I don't know where it went to. Like I said, I'll find it the minute I say goodbye and hit end. It will show up. It never fails. All right, so let me ask you guys a question. Which one is your favorite out of all of these? And also, would you guys be interested in some color blocking? Because I think this one is your favorite right here. Yeah, I love that. I think it's really a lot of extra with the strips of cardstock as well. It really adds a pop to it. And it gives it a lot of dimension, different dimensions, and it's pretty. It's really, really pretty. If you guys would be interested in some color blocking, because I think I did a couple of cards, probably 2 or 3 years ago. But I didn't realize that was color blocking. I've only recently realized that that's what they called that. So I thought maybe it's been a few years since I did it, and just if you guys would be interested in that, let me know. If there's any kind of techniques or anything like that you guys would be interested in, please let me know so that maybe I can try to do them for you. All right, you guys, thank you so very much again for joining me. It's been a pleasure as always with you guys, and I will see you hopefully next week, same time. Okay, toodaloo.